What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Chef's Garage video, and today we're doing part 3 of the series that was never supposed to be called a series, of the hidden and cool and weird features of the Mark 8 Volkswagen GTI and Golf R. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. First, if you're new to my channel, this is the first time seeing my face on your screen, don't forget to please click that subscribe button down below. You guys have been killing it with the support lately on this channel. We just crossed 940 subscribers, so we're getting so close to that 1,000 subscriber mark, and then it's just all the way up from there. You guys have been killing it on support wise on the videos. More to come. I have a really big video coming up with the Mark 8 GTI coming very soon. It's gonna take a while, so bear with me on that front if I don't post for a while. That video is coming very soon, so make sure you guys stay tuned for Mark 8 GTI car content and other car content as well. And one more thing, sorry for not posting as frequent as I usually do. School is kind of right now, so there's that aspect too. But anyways, on to the first hidden, weird, cool feature of the Mark 8 GTI and Golf R. Usually when I do this series, I basically show off cool, weird, interesting, hidden features with the Golf R, with the GTI and Golf R. They usually apply to the same thing because it's basically the same car. But today we're mainly going to be focusing on a couple of hidden features, but also couple hidden aspects about the car too. Maybe you guys did or did not know about this, about the GTI and Golf R. I want to start off on the exterior of the GTI, and that would have to be the rear bumper. Now, let me know how many of you guys knew this, but did you know that there is a hole in the rear, what do you call this plastic piece? The valance, I think is what this is called. There is a literal hole in the valance from factory. It's this little square cutout. I think you guys can probably see it right there. It's not center, which is very strange. And if you go up into this little hole, you can basically just see the inside of the car, which is very strange. Now, let me know, why is this here? I'm honestly curious. Why is this here? I'm pretty sure if you get a new valance, this will, like an aftermarket one, this will not be an issue. It really isn't an issue. My only guess of why this hole is here is just in case you want to mount a trailer hitch, you can mount it to the inside of the car and not to the outside of the car, so it's a little bit more hidden, I guess. That's really my only guess to why this hole is here, but let me know, why is this hole here in the comment section down below if you do know, and because I'm curious, so yeah. Speaking of holes, another interesting hole that I have found while owning this car is this hole on the trunk. This looks like that there is something missing here, and well, if you are guessing that, you are correct, because if you're in a Mark 8 GTI Facebook group, or Golf R Facebook group, which I would highly recommend joining, this would probably be the #1 question I see. What goes here? And today I'm going to tell you what actually goes here and how you get it. So I haven't bothered to get it because I'm not super particular, I guess, with the sort of filling all the holes in the inside of the car type of thing. I am particular about the outside, the paint, the condition of the outside of the car. I am very particular about that, and the inside too. But this hasn't bothered me, so I haven't really dealt with it yet. But what goes here is the warning triangle, which I'll put up a picture of what it looks like. But in Europe, you have to have a warning triangle. If you break down, you have to put it up. That's what this panel here is for. I guess Volkswagen didn't really engineer a new one for the United States, so they just left it blank and we kept reusing it since they didn't have to include it. If you want to buy one, I think Volkswagen does sell it as a part. I think it's like maybe 20 or 30 bucks, or I don't know how many euros or pounds that is. But yes, you can buy one and put it in here if you do desire. I don't really care that much, so I haven't dealt with it. Alright, the next little interesting hidden feature now is in the inside of the car. Now, I don't know if I touched upon this in my last video, or video of this series, but if you basically have a electrical, tweaks, quirks, however you want to call it. If you have any sort of bugs that come up, sometimes there are some warnings that would come on where if you just restart the car, they would come on or they would turn off. Today I'm going to show you how you get rid of those warnings without even turning off your car and locking and everything. So the first thing you want to do is obviously turn on your car. So sounds great. So that's the first thing you want to do. So here is your infotainment system. And as you can see, it's right now booting up. So give it a second. But this infotainment system basically powers the whole car. So whatever you reset on here will also reset over here as well. So for example, sometimes when I drive, or sometimes when I start driving this car, the radio will not work. No sound will come out or anything. So this is how you deal with that issue or any sort of bug on this car. So what we want to do is go over here to like the little power button. When you press it, it will basically sleep the screen or hold it. Yeah, it will put this screen to sleep. It will just display the time. If you hold it for even longer, like 5 seconds, it will completely reboot the screen. So just like this. Let's see. Keep holding it again. Give me a second.
Eventually.
Oh, come on. Trust me, this does work. I swear I've done it many times in the past, and it has worked. There we go. So the infotainment screen is officially off. Oh. There we go. Yep, it went off. And now it will come back on, boot up to all these warnings will come on. Don't worry, that's just the car resetting itself. There you go, back up to your screen. Everything will load back in as normal. And after you do that, that basically is just like a hard reset for the car. So there you go. If you're ever wondering how that works, you just hold that button for like 5 or 10 seconds and it will be back to normal, no problem. So awesome stuff. Next, hidden quirk feature, whatever. The next little hidden detail with this is the speedometer. Now, if you have a GTI, and if you, I think the Golf R's do it too, but if you have a GTI and have it on this screen, it will, this little Easter egg, not, I want to call it Easter egg, detail will only work on this screen. But as you, I don't know if many people notice this, but if you rev the car to a certain RPM, the numbers will actually get bigger when you go past it. So, for example, if I go, let's say, like, I don't know, 2,000 RPM. Yeah, you can see the number get bigger when the little dot needle passes it. Just an interesting little cool feature I thought I would add because, I don't know, it's cool, I guess. Now, another interesting, I would say, hidden feature with this car, which I would say would be pretty convenient for people who live in colder climate areas in the winter. So like northeast area, for example, like where I'm in, it gets cold here in the winter. So this feature really does help. If you go to your climate control screen, which is just, you just tap Clima or right down here, and you go to the little settings tab here, you can actually switch on your seat heating and your steering wheel heating when you start the car. So automatically, this car tend to have a really laggy screen upon startup. You kind of have to let it warm up for a little bit to really even control anything quickly. Whereas in this car, you can actually, when you start the car, the steering wheel will automatically go on full or medium or whatever, and your seat will actually turn on too. This will work for heating or ventilation as well if you have the Autobahn seats for the ventilation. So I would say that's pretty cool, especially for like colder climate areas, for example. Now, another interesting hidden feature in this car is also the dome lights. So in some cars, you can actually change how much light you're actually looking for. Well, this car is actually one of them. Now, obviously, many people know, press the light to turn it off, press it again to turn it on. Everyone knows that. However, if you take this and your finger and run it down the side of the light, like that, it will actually change the pitch of it. So that gets darker and that gets lighter. So I think you have two settings of light actually in this car, which I think is pretty cool. So all you have to do is run your finger down it and it changes the sort of amount of light that's being let out of the light. So that's pretty cool. The final, I would say, hidden feature with this car, it only applies to the GTI owners. So if you own a GTI, listen up. If you own a Golf R, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Peace out. Anyways, so if you own a GTI, stick with me, because have you ever wanted your fog lights to run without your actual headlights on, just the running lights? Well, I will show you how it's done. So start your car and go to your little light panel here. Now, right now it currently is an auto. If you take it into and put it on whatever it's called, parking light, so it would be like this, and you want to have it so the lit picture looks like this. I'll do it again. So right now we have auto headlights, we have your low beams, and you have your parking light. Turn the parking light on, and then you could also turn the fog lights on. And now if you come to the front of the car, you can see, check this out. What we have here is the fog lights on with not the actual headlights on, it's just the, you know, LED on. This works for all trim levels, so S, SE, Autobahn. I think it will also even do it on the low beams too. Let's check. So yeah, most people, if you yeah, this is actually the full headlights, so that actually gives you a good difference. If you just turn the fog lights on, this is what it will look like. You have to have it on parking light, otherwise the whole thing turns on. So if you ever wanted to drive with your cool fog lights on without your actual headlights, now you know. So that is really all of the hidden features, quirks, and details on this car. So that is it for all of the hidden features, quirks, details, whatever you want to call this series. And I will do more of this series, so if you have any hidden details that you want me to share with you guys, comment them down below in the description, and I'll be sure to share them with you guys as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did, smash that like button. Comment down below any other videos you guys want to see with this channel. I'm really open to doing really anything for you guys, so comment down below any other videos you want to see, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.